Welcome, brave souls, to a realm where shadows dance with the unknown and whispers pierce the silence of the night. Prepare to delve into the depths of fear as we journey together through the chilling corridors of the human psyche. In this sinister tale that awaits, be ready to confront the darkness that lurks just beyond the edge of your imagination. So, let's begin today's story. In the bustling streets of North India, nestled within the vibrant Punjab, lies a tale as chilling as the winter winds that sweep across the land. It is a story of success tainted by jealousy, of familial bonds corrupted by greed, and of a young girl thrust into a nightmare she never imagined. At the tender age of 20, Sheetal, a bright and ambitious young woman, had just embarked on a journey into the world of higher education. With stellar grades in her board exams, she had secured a coveted spot in the most prestigious junior college in her city. She was leaving with her mom and dad in the small house in the small city. All seemed well in her world. Until one night when Sheetal was sleeping suddenly, she woke up. Everything changed as the darkness enveloped Sheetal's room that night. She found herself tormented by terrifying experiences that defied explanation. Shadowy figures seemed to materialize from the corners of her room, their twisted forms dancing in the dim moonlight. Their eyes glowed with an otherworldly gleam as they whispered sinister secrets into her ears, filling her mind with dread. She was trying to sleep, but she couldn't ignore the scary shadows and whispering noises. At around 4 a.m. in the morning, she fell asleep. Then from that night these things started happening regularly. Also, she started to having nightmares every night. No matter how tightly she closed her eyes or how fervently she prayed for reprieve, the nightmares persisted, each more vivid and horrifying than the last. Sheetal would awaken in a cold sweat, her heart pounding with fear as she struggled to discern reality from the twisted realm of her dreams. But it was not only the visions and sounds that haunted her nights. Strange phenomena plagued her waking hours as well. Objects would inexplicably move on their own, sliding across tables or crashing to the floor with no apparent cause. Unsettling whispers echoed through the empty corridors of her home, their origin impossible to trace. As the days stretched into weeks, Sheetal's once vibrant spirit began to wither under the weight of fear and uncertainty. Sleep eluded her, and the lines between nightmares and reality blurred until she could no longer distinguish between the two. It was in the depths of one particularly harrowing night that Sheetal's resolve finally crumbled. Paralyzed with terror, she lay in her bed, her breath coming in shallow gasps as unseen forces seemed to press down upon her chest. Shadows swirled around her, their icy touch sending shivers down her spine as she pleaded for mercy from the darkness that threatened to consume her. She started screaming loudly, which woke up her mother. She told her mother everything that happened. Her mother thought she just had bad dream and told her to sleep with her. As months passed, strange occurrences began to plague Sheetal's life. She found herself losing interest in her studies, plagued by inexplicable feelings of dread and despair. She started to leave with fear in her heart. One day when she woke up, there were bloody marks on her legs. She didn't know where they came from. Shadowy figures lurked in the corners of her vision, nightmares haunted her sleep, and her once regular menstrual cycle became erratic, leaving her weak and drained. Desperate for answers, her family sought the help of medical experts, but all tests came back inconclusive. Doctors attributed her symptoms to psychological distress, but Sheetal knew there was something more sinister at play. One fateful evening, as Sheetal's mother tidied up her daughter's room, she stumbled upon something that sent chills down her spine. Beneath the bed, hidden among the dust and shadows, lay a small, blackened lemon adorned with pins and nails, its surface etched with strange symbols and markings. With trembling hands, Sheetal's mother reached out to touch the cursed object, a sense of dread washing over her as she felt the malevolent energy emanating from its twisted form. Panic surged through her veins as she realized the extent of the darkness that had infiltrated their home, manifesting itself in the most insidious of ways. Summoning her courage, she called out to Sheetal's father, her voice quivering with fear as she revealed the sinister discovery. Together, they examined the cursed lemon, their minds racing with questions and fears about its origin and purpose. In that moment, Sheetal's parents knew that they were facing a force far more sinister than they had ever imagined. The presence of such cursed objects confirmed their worst suspicions. Someone close to them had dabbled in dark magic, weaving spells of malice and destruction with the intent to harm. So, the parents started searching for spiritual healers and priests to get rid of the dark magic, but they found hard time finding genuine and real person. One day her father's friend told them about a Baba who was master of spiritual healing, who helps people who are struggling with this kind of stuff. His place was about 30 kilometers from their town. So, her parents took her to that place. Baba drew a circle on the ground and told Sheetal to sit in the middle of the circle. Baba then started chanting some ancient mantras, and as he started chanting them, Sheetal felt a strange surge of energy going through her body and went in a trance. Then she fell unconscious. After some time, she woke up. Baba told them someone has done very dangerous black magic on them. Through ancient rituals and recitations, the Baba revealed that Sheetal had been cursed by a female relative from her father's side of the family, whose name began with the letter J. Shocked and bewildered, they pressed the Baba for more information. The Baba told them that the lady must have given Sheetal something to eat to mark her with the curse and then kept the cursed objects under her bed to target her. Then he told her family to bring Sheetal back to his place on the full moon to perform a ritual to get rid of the curse. On full moon evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the silent streets, the air thickened with an eerie sense of foreboding. Inside the dimly lit room, adorned with flickering candles and the faint scent of incense, the Baba began his ancient ritual to dispel the dark magic that had ensnared Sheetal's life. With a voice like thunder, he chanted ancient hymns passed down through generations, each word resonating with power and purpose. The room trembled with unseen forces as the Baba called upon the spirits of the earth and sky to aid in their battle against the darkness. Outside, a sudden gust of wind rattled the windows, sending shivers down the spines of those gathered. Shadows danced along the walls, twisting and contorting into grotesque shapes as if responding to the Baba's incantations. In the midst of the chaos, Sheetal felt a surge of fear and doubt grip her heart. But as she looked into the Baba's eyes, she saw a glimmer of hope, a beacon of light in the encroaching darkness. With newfound resolve, she steeled herself for the battle ahead, ready to confront the demons that haunted her soul. As the Baba's chants reached end, a blinding light erupted from the center of the room, engulfing everything in its path. The air crackled with energy as the forces of light and darkness clashed in a fierce struggle for dominance. With a final, triumphant cry, the Baba unleashed a burst of pure, radiant energy, banishing the darkness from their midst. As the light faded, Sheetal felt a weight lift from her shoulders, a sense of peace washing over her weary soul. Then Baba told them the name of the person who did this horrible thing to Sheetal. The family was shocked to know that it was no other than Sheetal's aunt, her father's own sister Jyoti, who did this. Then Sheetal said that Jyoti came to their house past month when her parents went to Delhi for their friend's wedding that day. She brought some sweets for them to eat and also stayed at their house for a night. Her parents then told Baba she must have done it for the ancestral property. She wanted all the property for herself. Then Baba told them the battle was far from over. In the days that followed, the Baba continued to guide Sheetal and her family on their journey to healing. Through a combination of herbal remedies, meditation, and spiritual guidance, he helped them cleanse their spirits of the lingering taint of dark magic. Together, they erected powerful wards and charms to protect against future attacks, strengthening the bonds of love and trust that bound them together. And as they stood united against the forces of darkness, Sheetal knew that no matter what trials lay ahead, they would face them together, armed with the knowledge that the light of love and courage would always triumph over the shadows of fear and doubt. That's it, folks. Remember that the echoes of fear often linger long after the tale has been told. As you retreat back to the safety of your reality, tread cautiously, for you never know what horrors may lie just beneath the surface of the mundane. Until we meet again, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more stories like this.